Hey everyone, Bern here from BernStoneTV Gaming, back with another money-making guide for Albion Online, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Billionaire Project. This is a series where I teach you money-making tips with real calculations and real results. Today, I will show you how I made 2.7 million silver by crafting tier 4 plate shoes. This video is not solely focused on crafting plate shoes though. We will talk about the basics of item crafting and how you can make a lot of profit even if you don't have high crafting specs. But that's not all this series is all about. I also host weekly giveaways where my subscribers get a chance to win a ton of free silver. Overall, I've handed out 64 million silver to 8 lucky players, so make sure to join this week's giveaway to get a chance to win. With all that being said, roll the intro and let's get into it. Item crafting is one of the endgame money-making contents in my opinion because it can take a long time for a player to get a decent spec on an item to make consistent and decent money out of it. You may have watched other videos on YouTube about item crafting saying that you need focus for it to be profitable, which is sort of true, but with the limited focus points per day, you won't be able to make a lot of profit by employing that method. So I will take a different approach in this video. Item crafting is the process of combining certain resources to craft an item using crafting stations in cities, islands, or even hideouts. Today, I am going to use tier 4 plate shoes as an example to teach you the basics of item crafting. The first thing I do whenever I plan to craft is to check the prices of the items in the black market. In this case, tier 4 plate shoes. I buy one of each non-artifact item from the Carlian market to be able to see the price history in the black market. I usually consider the prices for the past 7 days. Now don't worry if you're not familiar with the black market, it is not complicated. It is similar to the normal marketplaces for this method. And if you are afraid to go to the red zone, I'll explain how I do it safely later in this video. There are two options for the next step. You either buy the needed resources from the marketplace via buy orders, or you can refine them yourself. I do recommend refining the resources yourself to increase your profit significantly. If you do not know how to do so, you can watch my video on tier 4 bars and I will link that in the video description below. I then input the prices in my mini calculator to see how much silver I need to craft a single item. This is to ensure that I will make profit when crafting. I then proceed to refine the necessary resources for this crafting session. After all of that, I traveled to Martlock to refine all the bars to items. I chose Martlock because it has high return rate when crafting plate shoes. Before I proceed to crafting though, I bought a lot of tier 4 blacksmith journal from the marketplace. If the price of the tier 4 journal exceeds 2,000 per piece, it's better to buy them from the laborers in your island. When crafting tier 4 plate shoes, make sure to have 24 journals per stack of tier 4 bars to ensure maximum profit. I do suggest crafting maximum of 300 pieces per item per crafting session to ensure that everything will be sold fast in the black market. But if you have the patience to wait for all your sell orders to complete, you can craft as much as you like. Purchase a few potato salads as well to decrease your crafting time and increase your crafting quality. If you have watched my other videos, you know that I do not sell the runes that I get from dungeons directly to the marketplace because I can generate more profit by using them to enchant items. So instead of directly selling them to the market, I used all the runes from months of solo dungeon to enchant all the items that I just crafted. As you may have noticed, I did not use any focus points because by relying on it to make profit, it will restrict you from making more silver because of its daily limit. I always want my videos to be accessible to everyone and make sure they are 100% safe, but sometimes, if you really want to make a buttload of silver, you have to take a few risks, and this is one of those times. The reason I can still make a lot of profit by crafting without using focus points is because I sell everything I craft to the black market, where the price of the items can be sold as much as twice its value compared to the normal market. Now before you click away, there are certain steps you can take to significantly reduce the risk when traveling to the black market and this is how I do it. The first option is to have a scout to let you know when it is safe to pass through a map. Have a couple of your friends or guildmates to scout for you to make sure you make it safely to the marketplace. Give them a scouting fee from the profit you are about to make because trust me, it's a lot when you complete the whole process. The second is to have the proper mount and gear when traveling. I usually go with a complete miner set because of its fantastic escape skills. I also use Bloodletter and a Mist Collar to help me escape potential gankers if ever I get dismounted, and I add the Force Sterling Cape to avoid getting CC'd by their first skill. For the mount, I like to use Spectral Direboar because of its added carrying capacity, CC resistance, and its invisibility. You can also use a Saddled Boar if you don't have the Spectral Boar yet, but do not use Oxes or Bears because if you get dismounted on those, you are pretty much dead. Once you successfully make it to Carleon, go to the black market and place sell orders for the items you just crafted. When selling your items, just subtract 1 silver from the lowest sell order and you are set. The black market will buy your items when the price reached your sell order. Don't worry, it won't take long for it to be bought, but it all depends on the quality and the quantity of the items the black market needs. That's basically how I make money off of crafting tier 4 plate shoes. And with regards to the journals that were filled, I just sell those in Marklock for 1 silver lower than the lowest existing sell order. Before we take a look at the cost analysis, let's summarize the steps for you to understand it easier. The first step is to check the prices of the items you want to craft in the black market to make sure you will make profit. The second is you can either buy the resources from the marketplace or refine it yourself. Number 3, craft the items where it has high resource return rate. Number 4, sell the crafted items to the black market for better profit margins. Also, make sure to have proper escape gear when traveling to Carleon, and if you can, bring scouts with you. Number 5, sell the filled journals to the marketplace where you crafted the items. Number 6, enjoy the profit. Now let's take a look at the cost analysis. For this crafting session, I invested 1.6 million silver for the resources and the usage fee, and 533,000 for the journals. I did save a lot of silver on the tier 4 bars because I refined them myself. After all the trades, I got back 3.8 million silver from the items and 1 million silver from the filled journal, which makes the overall profit for this trade equal to 2.7 million silver. And that's how I make more silver by crafting tier 4 plate shoes. This method is not limited to plate shoes, of course. There are a lot of profitable items out there, so start looking for them now. I do recommend focusing on tier 4 items though for higher profit margins. Now it's time for the giveaway. All you have to do to enter is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your in-game name along with your total fame. Once you've done all of that, you are qualified to win this week's giveaway. The winner will be announced in the next episode of the Billionaire Project. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. But until then, this has been Bernard from BernStoneTV Gaming saying do something you love every single day, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Billionaire Project. Peace!